Surf Abu Dhabi is on the surfing map, and we're going to see celebrities, pros, hey, civilians, everyone coming over here to Abu Dhabi to experience this incredible system. And this incredible system is going to be the playing field for our men's finals. I talked about Steven, Steezy, Sawyer. He needs a win here to qualify for the World Championships.
As Taj alluded to, this wave, all the pressure that comes on you, here it is, and it is really tricky sometimes to time it, but Johnny, he's had about 12 runs on it. Here he goes.
Straight to the nose, Matt, nice start.
Oh, well, that is one of the best opening hang tens that we've seen in this whole event so far. Off to a great start.
Okay, this mid-sections, the hollow sections, and he's going to get a little bit of a cover up there, clears that section. Now he's going to go to turns here. Down carve for Johnny the Rip, a little bit caught up there in the whitewater, needs to get into the open face, battling in the whitewater, some downtime, back up to the nose. That downtime's going to cost him, Matt.
Nice drop knee to finish. Oh, and he came off at the end, so
there you go.
Dynamic start, but you're right, off tempo.
It's all about rhythm and tempo when you're talking about this wave. You got to plan for these sections, be aware of it, be aware of where you're at. So for the left, here's a replay of the opening right for Johnny the Ripper.
So we actually got caught up on the top of that wave, but he elevated through that hang 10 as well. So that was a great opening maneuver. This little drop knee, has to try and keep these turns on the tail, but he gets a nice little bit of cover there, so a good combo to get things started. This thing looking like a little Queen's Rick Bowl. Waikiki, see these turns, judges are just going to deem them as little setup turns. Gets caught behind, as you said, Kaipo, and he links this one through the inside. He does get to the nose again, but just a little bit out of rhythm after this one. Lifts the tail up, the nose up again. Just can't get the completion.
Yeah, right here. This is really, this is kind of a safety tube stance right here to make sure he clears through this section. Not taking too many risks, not trying to get too deep. Wants to make sure he clears that tube section.
And the hand forward is a good indication of that when you are, in those tight little barrels. You've just got to keep it simple and get low. Over in El Salvador, we have our finals. These countries are so willing to accept surfing into their sporting demographic.
Already one of my favorite surf spots. Here we go with Johnny the Ripper on the left, gets a quick trip to a hang 5, high 5 there, drops down to the bottom. Wow. One more time. Lengthy nose right here, Matt.
Great timing. He's just getting better throughout this event so far, as you would expect, with more repetition. He lines up the tube ride.
He's got to slow down to get into that backside barrel. He's going to skip through there. And more cross-stepping to another 5 through this section, Matt.
Stable surfing. This could be one of the best lefts I've seen him put together. He didn't get in the barrel, but good flow, really good footwork. Oh, and he nearly goes down. Yeah. Oh, comes out through the doggy door. So this will be a completed wave, a little lapse of flow on the end. Great work from Johnny.
Hung in there. There's a support squad right there on the surfer deck for Johnny Van Hohenstein. Another look at the left for Johnny the Ripper.
This adjustment on the nose, really technical. Actually going high, getting caught up, adjusting his line. He's up the top of the wave. I like to call that the third section of the wave, Kaipo. He steps back to the middle, and he takes that middle line in the middle of the board. See that? Perfectly matched. Doesn't get the barrel. If he did stall a little bit longer, he may have actually had the extra tube section there, but delicate footwork. Some of the best footwork I've seen of Johnny throughout the event. Nice style, composed. Bit of rail work. It'll be, I think it'll eclipse his 6.5 on the right, Kaipo, but just that little bobble at the end may stop it from going. Excellent.
Yeah, there you go. Johnny coming into this event, number 4 on the rankings. As we take a look at this ride again in slow motion, we know now that he will be the number 2 seed when we talk about that Surf City, El Salvador World Longboard Championships. Here comes the train, dragging the foil, feeling the bottom, feeling the bathymetry here at Surf Abu Dhabi, and Steven Sawyer takes off on the backhand. Let's see what he has, Matt.
Nice timing, beautiful close 5 there, quite a 10. Stable surfing to get it started. Gets a little touch of the 10, the 2 feet over the nose there. Stalling for the barrel.
Important component right here, backhand barrel, grabbing the rail, pulling on that rail, and pumping through that section. He clears the barrel section with ease.
That may be one of his best barrels of the day so far. Good connection through the whitewash. That's the deepest nose ride we've seen in that section. Beautiful timing. If you can finish cleanly, this is going to be an excellent score.
Talk about peaking when you need to. Steven, Steezy, Sawyer.
Excellent range score for sure. That has to go above an 8-point ride. Great surfing there from the goofy footer.
Talk about containing your nerves, performing under pressure. But we get to take another look at this replay of a brilliant ride.
Oh, wow. I mean, there's so much to unpack here. 5 and the 10, stable finish. This is looking like a Malibu wave, the outside section, as he works through the inside. This, on the other hand, looks like Rainbow Bay on the Gold Coast, where he shoves his hand in, or as a small supers, as Crystal was telling me, very much like a small J-Bay, and he climbs and drops using his footwork. He doesn't shuffle, he links it all together, and this is pure style. A little stumble there, but he makes up for it, climbing and dropping as he flows throughout this wave, and a nice rolled bottom lip bash there.
Paddles deep. And he's on his way. Nice nose ride, way high on this one. High risk, high hang 10. Clears that section, Matt. Looking good so far.
Yep, great hang 10. That's his best 10 on the forehand. Oh, it was deep.
Talk about deep. He was deep, and now he's going to put pressure on himself to perform on the left. He already has a keeper score on the right. It's going to have to be run number 2 for the left for Steven Sawyer.
On safely would have been enough. Let's see what happens. So he just gets low, and that hang 10 at the beginning got him behind, and he just gets clipped.
We're going to step away right now. Here it comes. Second right. Second run for Johnny the Ripper. Had a 6.5 on his first right. He's going to want to better that number. Tucks into the barrel here. It's a deep barrel this time, much deeper than his first right. So already an improvement, Matt.
Beautiful. He's just got to keep that nose from curling with those sharp drop knee turns. He's going to be one to watch in El Salvador, but he's not done yet in this final. Trying to go one better than Bells Beach. Nice carve. Shoves himself into this one, and he gets a completion as well. Wraps it back into the foam.
All right, so the rights are done for Johnny. Needs to better a 6.5. Your thoughts, Matt?
Yeah, I think that'll be better than the 6.5. I think that was a really nice barrel ride there, and a really good flow.
Here's another look at the right for Johnny.
Nice hang 5 and 10. Get things started. Just that drop knee slash. It's got a unique way of just keeping that big board moving. It's a really wide-tailed surfboard, and he certainly makes it look super maneuverable. Very unique tube riding style as well. It's become popular in this event with Carniella copying suit, and Johnny, the master of it, on that Queen's right-hand bowl, linking tail and the nose.
Another interesting thing as we take a look at this performance by Johnny, being able to come around the whitewater here. Comes through this inside section, but being able to come around the whitewater is something very unique to this wave system. It's salt water here, and it feels like your board's got a little bit more projection. Feels a lot closer to a natural wave, but just a perfect natural wave.
I love that comparison there, Kaipo, and this is a natural wave that he feels very comfortable at is Queens, because yeah, Carniella said that's where he honestly got that major influence. He'd never seen anyone else do that before watching Johnny do it there, and it's kind of like his trademark move. This drop knee is so lucky he doesn't pearl there. He always has to stamp on that tail to get the nose up. He does extremely well to fit all these maneuvers in.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, here comes the left for Johnny. Gonna fade into this one.
Straight up to the nose. Wow, great hang 10 on the backside, and holds it with an elongated 5 there. Technical nose riding here from the Hawaiian.
Barrel section coming through here. Grabs the rail. Tries to slow the board down. A little bit of a pit ride so far. Trying to get into the barrel. And second section, Johnny gets covered up. Takes a one on the neck on the way out. Cross steps back to another nose ride. Beautiful down carve into the bottom turn. Inside section here he's got to deal with, Matt.
I mean, this wave had it all and a nice finish. That was a great hang 5 and 10, the highlight of that wave. He gets a little tube to add, and he's given it everything. Gave it his best opportunity. We are into the final, and that is his final run there. As he got halfway through, but let's have a look at this long 5 and 10. Nice upright hang 10, holds the 5. Long nose ride there. And here, does he quite get into the barrel? Stalling, great form. Gets kind of sits down for a moment. Never quite gets under the curtain, just for a moment there. So nothing really on that tube ride. Just a linking maneuver and that 5-2. So nice carve. And just a little wrap to finish. So I think it'll be higher than the 647. But we'll have to wait and see where the judges go with that. I'm comparing back to that last semi-final.
Here it comes. Run 2 about to begin. Easy paddle into this one, Matt, and straight to a hang 5.
Touch 5 and a bit of a 10 there. Beautiful deep hang 5 to get things started. A little bit of onshore breeze in this midsection. He got barreled here last time. Let's see what he's got this one.
Stalling for the barrel, but not as user-friendly of a barrel, but powers through there, has to break through the curtain, but he's going to get caught in the whitewater. Fighting to find some open face. You could see that barrel had a different personality from his first right, and so now he's going to abandon that wave. That's okay for Steven Sawyer. He still has an excellent score. He's got a keeper on the right. The story for Steven Sawyer is going to come down to the last wave of this final and the score that he can get on the left.
But he did so well to stay with this one, really tucking in completely in the pocket of the wave. And he's in the parallel stance, just trying to get through. He's just behind the power of the whitewash there. Great work from Stevie in the lead up to that, but that one magnetized towards them.
Paddles it to the left, and here he goes. Needs a 6.03 to take the lead. Steven Sawyer on the nose, Matt.
It all comes down to this. It is his season on the line right now, and Declan Whiten's as well. And stalling for this one. He's going for the tube, Kaipo.
Oh, high risk here, going for the barrel, threading here. Nice line through that barrel. Got to hang on and clears that section. So looking good so far for Steven Sawyer. Gets onto the nose. Great footwork. Beautiful down carve there. Fades into a bottom turn, Matt.
Beautiful combination of maneuvers. He knows he's got the score. And he's going through to this end section. He's not done yet. And a beautiful, smooth, arcing turn to finish. I think that's the score, Kaipo.
Talk about a Cinderella story. One event surfed in 2024. Steven Sawyer on the precipice of qualifying for a chance at another world title. It's all about the judges right now, but the feeling on the deck is a very, very positive one. There's celebration already happening.
On the edge of their seats, let's have a look at what went right for Stevie. Nice 5, was getting nervous here, gets the 10. The tube wasn't necessarily required to get the score, being that 6, but he steps to the midsection, traditional surfing, using his footwork, and here, great timing. He gets low, lines it up, keeps the nose up from the nosedive, and he's got great form. And here, he just knows he's almost got it. He just needs a couple more maneuvers and surf with flow, style, and grace to get those scores. That swooping transition will be 3 points in itself.
There you go, the salute, feeling positive, and took a high-risk line through that barrel section, and we're waiting for the reward for Steven Sawyer here with the salute.
And this is a matchup of last year's semifinals in El Salvador.
Here they come. Oh, they're good numbers. They're big numbers. They're excellent numbers. 8.77. Congratulations to Steven Sawyer, our champion at the Abu Dhabi Longboard Classic presented by Modon, and a ticket to the World Championships. Congratulations, Steven Sawyer.